labor. And interesting phenomena is that these British people, they think that employees and laborers are the same thing, but I differentiate a little bit between them. So employees are those people who are officers, who work in skyscrapers, you can say, or they have a pretty decent job. Employees are officers, and laborers, what we think that is someone who does manual work, who does blue collar jobs. In all the companies there are employees and laborers. Okay, so in the previous lectures we were discussing about what is going outside of the company, how the company is interacting with the stakeholders and the top leadership, corporate governance. And starting from today we will discuss a little bit inside the company, how they treat their employees and laborers. Okay, so if you let me begin, and then you can begin your chit chat. Okay, so the simplest definition of labor is, which I could find, this was a little bit complicated definition. The simplest definition is, anyone who does manual work, he is a laborer. Any type of manual work is a labor. So it can be physical labor, it can be intellectual labor. Physical labor means if you are using your physical strength, you are doing manual labor, physical manual labor. If you are using only your mind, you are doing intellectual labor. At this time I am teaching, which is intellectual labor. Also I am speaking, which is physical labor. You will find certain people, they don't do intellectual work, they just sit and they do physical work. Many accounting softwares are available and you simply has to put the data. It is a type of physical labor. So simple definition of labor is, any type of manual work is considered as labor work. Okay, and if you want to see the bookish definition, it is mentioned here. Labor is the amount of physical, mental and social effort used to produce goods and services in the economy. So you can talk about social efforts. What are our social efforts? After 2 years you will graduate, you will get a degree. When you will get a degree, you will find so many ukas, they will come to you and they will say, you have a Sunderland diploma, can I write your name on my website? And you will be very happy. You will be very happy. Okay, I am becoming cool and my name will be mentioned on the website. Okay, so as a lawyer, we often meet with these people. They need a legal team and they don't want to pay someone, so they will find someone among their relatives and they will say, you have a law degree, can I write your name on my website? And you are very happy that, oh, I am getting publicity. Similarly, they will come to you and they will say, I want to write the name of a marketologist or market specialist, and you will be very happy to share your information. It is your social effort. But ladies and gentlemen, when you are allowing someone to use your name, you are also becoming stakeholder of the company. If the company will do something wrong, you will also be liable. Then you cannot say that I didn't know, I just gave my name, he was just using my name. No. You were getting some sort of benefits from this publicity. Okay, you marketing people know about this. Okay, so if someone is asking you to use your name, be very conscious, because if the company will go bankrupt, if the company will do something illegal, you will also be liable because you are stakeholder, your name is mentioned there. So ladies and gentlemen, I found this part very interesting. It was new information for me as well, that how the labor is a contributing factor to the economy. There are so many countries, rich countries, poor countries. How a country is making money? How we can say that this country is making money or not making money? So here you can see there are 4 factors. Based on these 4 factors, you can see that why this country is rich or why this country is poor, or how they generate their economy. For example, the first factor is natural resources. This country is making money because they have natural resources, oil, gas and minerals. Our friends Qataris have organized this FIFA World Cup, and how much money they have spent on it? They have spent more than 2 million, around 3 billion, $300 billion, sorry. And Uzbek economy is almost $60, yes, $60 billion. So 5 times more than the Uzbek economy on one event. Now it does not mean that Qatari people are very intelligent people or extraordinary talented people. No, they are just 3 million people on this small area of the earth. By chance or by luck or baraka of the God, you can say they have natural resources. Only they have natural resources. They don't have intellect, or they are very highly sophisticated or intelligent people. By chance they got a place of land where there is a natural resource and their economy is going up. So natural resource is a contributing factor to the economy. Other, you can see capital goods. There are so many economies which are making money based on goods and services. Taiwan, you can talk about Vietnam, you can talk about Singapore. No natural resources, they don't have any harvest, no agriculture, just services, providing services, and they have a port. Yes. If you talk about Africa, so many countries, one source of income, salt. So they take salt from the salt water. From the ocean they are making salt, and their economy is running on the salt. If you go to Middle East, you will find all these ladies who are working as a house helper, nyanya, or servants, all of them, they are coming from Africa. Couple of years ago, Bangladeshis and Sri Lankans were doing this work. I am not talking about Tajik, Kyrgyz or Uzbek people going and working into Russia, because you go by yourself. In these cases, their countries promote this type of work. The country force their laborers in a group. They send hundreds of people, thousands of people to go and work there. Yes. So you can say that their country is making money because of the goods and services. And then you can talk about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is becoming very interesting phenomena. On, I don't know, third floor or fourth floor, we have this business hub or business, what you call him, incubator or something like this. Yes, in MDIST you have this. So entrepreneurship is that you have an idea and you invest money into this idea. You find an investor who is willing to invest in your idea. So you are an entrepreneur. Many countries are promoting entrepreneurship. For example, Israel or Jewish people. I was reading somewhere that Israelis would invest in any project. If a Jew person will bring a project, they will invest into it. They will invest 1,000 projects, and they know that these projects will not be successful. So among these 1,000 projects, only 10 projects will be successful, but these 10 projects will bring more money to compensate their full investment. Yes. So you can imagine that they invest all the projects and they know that all the projects will not be successful. Only 10 projects will be successful among 1,000, and they will bring more money than 1,000 projects. But on the other side, these 1,000 people will get experience of doing business. All of their people will get experience of doing business. So this type of economy is entrepreneur-based economy. And of course, labor-based economy, when country has no natural resource, country has no capital good, country has no entrepreneur activity, you have only people. So you start sending people outside of the country, go and work there. In the 60s, like Turkish people, million of Turkish people went to Germany, and today you can go and you can see Turkish people are everywhere. Yes. Then they called 2 million Syrian refugees to integrate in their economy. So this is a good example that how the labor is contributing factor towards the production or towards the economy. So a little bit about the historic origin of the labor rights or working rights. Here they are talking about Karl Marx. Karl Marx, you have heard about Karl Marx, yes? So in all the Soviet countries, there is one Ulitsa Karla Maska. Do you have Karla Maska? In Kyrgyzstan also had, in Kazakhstan also had. So Karl Marx, what was the philosophy? You are the product of the philosophy of Karl Marx, socialism and communism, yes? So what the Karl Marx said? Karl Marx said that there is proletariats, the labor class, and bourgeoisies, the working class. So working class and labor class. So Karl Marx said that working class is exploiting the labor class. So labor works and this working class comes and eat their money. They don't do work, laborer works and they just eat money. So he said that we should have a equal distribution of resources, planned distribution of resources. And you can ask from your parents and grandparents during the Soviet period time what was happening. If you are going to school, you have same uniform, you have same pony, same bag, you have same house, same furniture. When there is New Year, you will get tickets to go to watch the movies, yes? For drinking vodka, you have these chits and tickets. Everyone was getting the same types of resources because economy was planned. So according to the Karl Marx, that resources should be equally distributed so that the working class should not exploit the labor class. And this is one of the first effort to protect the labor rights. And then this person came, his name is Adam Smith. Adam Smith is the father of economics. So Adam Smith's theory, for 300 years it was there. Adam Smith said that, in very simple words, he said, if you are a student, be a good student. If you are a teacher, be a good teacher. If you are a doctor, be a good doctor. So if you are doing your job which is assigned to you, it will be good for economy. Everyone is doing good, what is good for him is the contribution to the economy. So if everyone will be sincere with his job, it will be good for the country. It was the philosophy of the Adam Smith until our next friend came, whose name was John Nash. Do you know about John Nash? John Nash, he proposed game theory. In marketing also you will study game theory, yes? So on YouTube there is a movie, A Beautiful Mind. On Netflix also there is this movie, Beautiful Mind. It is about the biography of John Nash. So look into this movie. So John Nash, he countered the theory of the Adam Smith. A little bit about the history of the working rights. Here they are talking about Peasant Reward or farmers' revolution, which happened in the beginning of this 14th century to the 14th centuries at the end. I find it very interesting. So a little bit about this, and then I will connect it to the today's economy. Peasant Revolt happened when Europe was suffering with Black Death or plague. Plague is a disease which spreads by mouse. Do you know about this? Plague. Yes? Have you heard about plague? Mouse. Because of the mouse, this disease is spread by the mouse. Plague, yes. So millions of Europeans died because of the plague. And then what was happening? There was a war between France and UK, traditional war. So money is being spent on the war, and also there is no labor because people have died in the pandemic, and the government needs money. So from where the money will come? Government was taking money from the peasants, from the farmer, increasing the taxation, prices of products went up, and then the farmer said that, what is this? That we are dying in the pandemic, and also we are dying in the war, and also we are paying tax. So they revolted against the British king. This is the Peasant Revolt, very first attempt by the laborers to overcome the problem of excess taxation. Today also the same thing is happening. After the COVID-19, economies are suffering, and on the other side there are conflicts, wars are going on, logistical routes are closed, prices are going up. Yes, the same thing is happening today as well. So Peasant Revolt, you can say that it is one of the first effort when the farmers or the taxpayers by force attempted to overtake their what is their deserving right. In 1833, the British government introduced this act which is called as Factory Act. And for the very first time, they talked about the rights of the children. And please look into this, very interesting. Still they are cruel as per the today's parameter, but it is the first attempt when they codify their ethical norms in the form of law that we should not exploit the children. So no child worker under the 9 years of age. It means that previously there were children under the 9 years of age who were working in the factories, and children of 13 to 18 years to work no more than 12 hours each day. Nowadays 8 hours, yes. Children of 9 to 13 years to work no more than 9 hours a day. Children are not to work at night, 2 hours schooling each day for children. Still very cruel, yes, but at that time it was a great effort. One more interesting thing I am going to tell, that they gave rights to the children much earlier than they gave rights to the female. So females got voting rights in this 20th century, yes. So children are more important than females as per them, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, one more movement is mentioned here. This is Chartist movement. It is about voting rights. So previously, you know that Britain was divided into small territories, and each territory has its own landlord, yes. So if you are living on this territory, you will vote only for your landlord. So in Chartist movement, they gave a right that everyone can vote for everyone, and everyone can contest election, because previously only the landlord can contest the election. Only the landlord can become the member of parliament, you can say. So after the Chartist movement, they gave right to everyone that anyone can contest the election. And today you can see the aftermaths or the evolution of this, that we have UK's Prime Minister who is not white British, yes, he is an Indian British, yes. So this is the beginning of the giving rights to the ordinary people. And there is a list of laws to protect the right of laborer or working class. Equality Act, Companies Act, Employment Rights Act, Modern Slavery Act. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2015, UK is introducing a law about Modern Slavery Act, yes, and I will tell you about modern slavery later on, yes. Health and Safety Act, Trade Union, Minimum Wages Act, 5.6 week of annual leave, right to request flexible working hour, 52 weeks of maternity leaves. How much is maternity leave in Uzbekistan? Anyone knows? Maternity leave? Decree. 6 months or 1 year? I was looking into this phenomena, and one of the colleague told me that in Uzbekistan there is paternity leave also. So female will get leave for 6 months or 1 year. We will check this. And male also get 5 days. So if you become father, 5 days you can get leave. In certain countries, for example, in Scandinavian countries, 1 year maternity leave for female and 1 year paternity leave for the husband. Husband and wife both. Vapshe zor. Both will take rest and get salary. Yes. So 1 year wife will rest and 1 year father will rest, and they will get salary. And of course it will impact on the future generation of the country, and we know that the couple of first years are very sensitive when we talk about the upbringing of the kids, yes, and the government is investing into the future generation of the country. So both of them for one year they will take rest. Previously there were no maternity leave, so if you want to go and you want to give birth, you have to leave the job, but then by law we protected. In Uzbekistan also it is very good that if you are pregnant, you are working, they cannot fire you, they cannot force you to leave the job, your job is protected, which is very good. Working rights, ladies and gentlemen, there are these modern working rights, and we can talk all of them, but I will spend 2 minutes on this one, automation and artificial intelligence. So technology is creating different set of rights. People who know more about technology, they are getting good salaries in comparison to those who have no know-how about technology. And you can say that people are going out of traditional understanding of eligibility criteria. So previously it was baccalaureate, magistratura, doctorantura, but now no, they just look into the marketologist is good marketologist, or coder is a good coder, software engineer is a good software engineer, no matter he has a degree or not. So you present your portfolio as a marketing specialist, or you present your portfolio as a software engineer, and they hire you, yes. I couldn't play this YouTube video, but the idea is that Disney, we know about Disney, yes, Disney cartoon, yes. So what is happening in this case? Disney was importing toys from China to sell in USA, and these toys were made in the factories where Chinese babies, children were being exploited. So Chinese kids are making toys for American kids, and then there was huge protest against the Disney, that Disney is making American people happy on the cost of exploiting Chinese babies, yes. And today also it is happening that we are working for other countries, and other countries are draining our blood because they want to keep their people happy. So very interesting phenomena that toys are made by Chinese kids for American kids, And these Chinese kids, they are working in sweat factories where their rights are being violated. I included this because last time we discussed about this, about McDonald's wages, hashtag fight for 15. So it was a huge campaign, fight for 15. The people were demanding the minimum wage should be $15. Previously it is 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10. You know that in America or in other European countries, most of the students, they work in these fast food companies, KFC, McDonald's, Burger King, Starbucks, because they don't require the degree. Even $15 is much less than the average normal wage. So ordinary people, if you are working as unloading of truck or loading of truck, your salary is more than even $15. Okay, so these people, they fight for 15. They campaigned against the companies and they asked them to increase their wage to £15. International Labour Organization, ladies and gentlemen, International Labour Organization is a UN body, and the purpose of making International Labour Organization is to keep a check and balance on the countries. The country is not exploiting the labor rights. So ILO, International Labour Organization, is the global organization, UN body, which keeps a watch on the labor rights and protect them. This video you can see, you know about Angelina Jolie? Yes. Yes. Boys spoke about Angelina Jolie. Yes. We only know about this thing. Yes. So Angelina Jolie, you know that she is very pro-right lady. She also adopted babies, and whenever there is some sort of human rights violation, she approached there and tried to facilitate the process. You can watch this TED talk, interesting TED talk about labor rights. On YouTube you can watch my TED talk also if you have time. And this company, Verate, is implementing the ILO's version of child rights. So this is the NGO, non-governmental organization, which advocates the ideas which are presented by International Labour Organization. Ladies and gentlemen, the Noor effect and her clothing line. Since our assignment is about fashion, apparel and dressing industry, look into the case of Noor. She is 22 years old lady, Muslim girl. She travels a lot and gives speeches about females' rights, child rights, against child slavery, feminism, protection of human rights, and also she has her own brand, her own clothing brand. So from assignment perspective, I think you should look into this story as well, yes, to get motivation. So she is promoting the human rights. On the other side, she is doing marketing of her brand. So it is a good case study for marketing student as well. Yes. So look into this story. It is very relevant to the assignment. Employees and business ethics, ladies and gentlemen. One short story about this person, Edward Ludham or Ned Ludd. So Ned Ludd, in the beginning of Industrial Revolution is the time when companies in Great Britain started installing machineries. You know that steam engine became very advanced and the wheel become automated. So companies started firing these people's employees and started bringing machines. Now this Ned Ludd was a person like, you can say Robin Hood, yes. So he with his group, they will attack on the factories and break their machines. So they will attack on these companies who were firing the people and installing the machines. And the idea was that these machines are the instruments of shaitan and we should, protect the rights of the employees. And if you are bringing machines, it means that so many families will die. This type of philosophy. And these peoples whom we call at Luddites or Luddites, both pronunciations are fine. I heard about both of them. So I say Luddites. These were the people who will go and destroy the machinery of the company, those companies who were firing people and bringing automation. Today also, ladies and gentlemen, those people who don't like the technology, we call them Luddite. It is in English dictionary. Those people who don't like the technology, for example, your peers of your grandparents who say that Facebook is some Illuminati agenda or the end of the earth, these type of things, they hate the technology, we call them Luddites. So Luddites are those people who think that automation is taking jobs, that's why we should destroy the automation. These are the things which I mentioned in one single slide to save the time. With the automation, with the technology, what is happening? Of course, industry is being disruptive. People are losing job. Income inequality. Your marketing manager or the person who is operating your facial recognition technology, saving the data, his salary is more than the professor, even though professor has master and PhD degree. So one person who knows more about technology is getting more salary than the person who is orthodoxically trained in traditional set of education. So income inequality. Privacy and discrimination, we will talk in detail. Autonomy, ladies and gentlemen, CEO, general manager, top managers are not as important as the person who is controlling the data. The person who is data is blood. Data is the oil of the company. So the person who has the information about the employees, about your client, your trade secret, he is more powerful than the CEO. Yes, he is more powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, ethical issues in firm-employee relationship. Here the book talk about gig economy. Gig economy. Have you heard about this word, gig economy? Gig economy. So in your future you will listen about gig economy a lot. So simple understanding of gig economy is that when we can hire part-time worker for an assignment, when we can hire contract worker for an assignment, why we need to hire permanent employees? So when you can hire someone and he can do your job, why you need to hire someone on permanent basis? This person will not do anything. Yes, this person, when there is no job, this person is getting salary. You will also take care of health care. You will also give him pension, which is not suitable for the economy. So in the gig economy, people are being hired only because of task. Why we need to hire a marketologist for permanent basis when we can hire one person who will come, make the advertisement and leave? This type of understanding. So in gig economy, people are hired on task to task basis. You can see in your part of the world also, in our part of the world, government jobs were considered as permanent job. If you have a government job, it's mean that your future is secure. No matter economy is going up, no matter economy is going down, you will get your salary. Yes, and you will get your pension, and everyone will give their daughter to you because you have a government job. Yes, you have more chances to be married rather than someone working in a private company or doing business. But now the trend is changing. In Uzbekistan also, they are giving contract for 1 year, 3 year or 5 year. There is no job security in gig economy. Yes, do you think that gig economy is good or bad? That good?
Good for organizations.
Yes, about laborers, about employees.
Good for inner system, not outer system.
So what about individual? Do you prefer to work in gig economy where you don't have job security?
Actually, my job is this type of
Contract based job. Yes. So I also think that gig economy is good for those people who are motivated, who want to expand their comfort zone rather than to sit on one job and die in this job. Yes, in gig economy you have chance to flip and switch. If you don't like one job, you can change. If you don't like one career, you can change. I started from practice and now I am teacher. If you don't like one thing, you can switch to another. But just imagine, in permanent job you are sitting and this is your destiny. You cannot expand your comfort zone. Okay, so for some people gig economy is good, for some people gig economy is bad, but I personally think that it is our future. It is good. It motivates you. Yes.
But in the organization, you could earn much experience, much skill, in the positions, and by being promoted in the positions step by step. You could learn more experience and more.
Yes.
More.
So he is saying that you have more chances, what we call as karierная rosta. Yes. And similarly your salary will go up, and you also develop loyalty and you learn from the corporate culture. Yes. So this is also one dimension. On the other side, if you look into the gig economy, people are looking for same profile people. Yes, for marketologist, You will expand your horizon by working into different industry. You have techniques, tricks and skills of marketing. So one time you are using in automobile industry, one time you are using in fashion industry, one time you are using in food industry. This is how, so you can say that he is talking about longitudinal, yes, on the x-axis you can go up. You can also expand like this, horizontal expansion along y-wise as well, yes. So both are good. Kamukak. Modern slavery, ladies and gentlemen, modern slavery. What is modern slavery? People who are forced to work through threat. People who are forced to work through threat. So threat does not mean that someone will come and put revolver on your head. Threat means that they know that this person need job. Yes. They know that this person has family, he has kid, he will not find another job, and they know that I will work, because if I will not work, my family will suffer. Employer know that he will work, so he will exploit me. This is slavery. People who are owned or controlled by employer, particularly through mental, physical and threatened abuses. I will fire you, I will not let you work in any other company. It happens, ladies and gentlemen, that in Uzbekistan you can do experiment. If you will leave one company and go to a better company, your previous employee will call to your new employee and tell him that he's a bad person, don't hire him. This, I have experienced this. In universities this happen. So these types of things are also slavery. People who are dehumanized and treated as a resource. A girl, she got bachelor's in marketing from Sunderland, then MBA also from some blah 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 university. She is working in company and CEO is asking her to make coffee, raspichatka, Xerox. This is dehumanizing, yes. Look at her profile. She is a talented lady, yes. You should give her a task which suits to her personality rather than to, use her for these types of things. This is also slavery. People being physically constrained on their movement being controlled. So 9 to 5 job. I told you that my full-time job is in Law University, Juridicism University. And my status, my designation is Khariji, Yukarali, Malakali, Mutakhassis. Foreign highly qualified expert. And for me, according to the presidential decree, the workload is small, and for me, there is more autonomy. I can move, I can go wherever I want, yes, because of my status. But my other colleagues, they sit 9 to 5 because cameras are there. It is like in police station, Ravade style, 9 to 5. They are doing nothing but keep your face on the computer. This is also slavery, ladies and gentlemen. He is sitting there. His physical health is disturbing, his psychological health is disturbing, but he has to be there because cameras are there and everyone is keeping an eye on everyone. This is also modern type of slavery. People being subject to economic exploitation through underpayment. I know that you have come from no course, you are first course student. I know you came from Andijan, first course student. I know that you need job because you need rent, you need to pay for tuition fee, so I will give you small salary. I know that you recently married, you need money, I will give you less salary. I know that you are a girl, there is no boy in your family, you are the first person who will make money, I will give you less salary. These types of exploitation, they are happening. They are reality of our society, yes. It is also slavery. When they pay you because they know that you need this job and they blackmail you, this is slavery. Modern types of slavery, ladies and gentlemen. All of you are slave. I am also slave. Management of human resources and ethical problem between rights and duties. Human resource. What is human resources? Human resource, HR, yes. What is the work of HR? What is the work of HR? Besides hiring and firing.
Working on a positive atmosphere among employees.
Upbringing of the candidate. Trainings are also included. Capacity building, yes. Vaspitatilnaya rabota. So they take an employee and then they train him to be a successful member of their family. But HR in our context, it is about control. We say HR is control. HR should police. Yes, this is our understanding. And I found this table very interesting, that these are some of the lollipops which companies give you and you become very happy, but in reality it means something else. So they use these things for manipulation and you become very happy, but in reality they are something different. For example, they say, in our company we are introducing new working patterns, and you become very excited. Oh, new working patterns. It's mean that they are firing all the old people, permanent people, and they are hiring part-time employees. They say we are bringing flexibility, and you become very happy. We will have flexibility, but flexibility is only for the top management. For you there is no flexibility. Empowerment, we are giving empowerment to everyone, and we become very happy that we are empowered. But empowerment means that now you will be responsible. Previously boss was responsible, now you will be responsible. If something will go wrong, they will fire you. So this type of empowerment. Training and development, recognizing the contribution of individuals. Team working, our company has very good friendly team, and we believe in team working, and we are very happy to work in what you call this Druja Lubnaya Kamanda. Yes, we are very happy to work, but on the other side, just imagine I am a lawyer, you are a marketologist. You know your marketing work much better than my work. Yes, I know my legal work more than you. Why we need teamwork? Yes, why you should interfere in my work, why I should interfere in your work? So to increase the supervision, they give lollipop of team building, team working, and we become very happy. So these are some of the manipulating techniques which are used by HR. As an employee, I have rights and duty. As an employee, my right is that my right should not be violated. And as a employee, my duty is that I should work as per my contract, and you can relate other things. Rights of employees, duties of employees, discrimination. Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit I will spend time on discrimination. Discrimination is very important phenomena from the ethical perspective because it is increasing. I am not talking about male and female discrimination. Discrimination can be any type. It can be age, it can be experience, it can be educational background, it can be region from where you are coming, it can be clan, it can be linguistic group. I have seen in Uzbekistan people discriminate based on the Uzbek, how you speak. Yes, people speak with dialect and people who speak without dialect. Am I right? Without exaggeration. Yes, clan based discrimination. When new minister will come, first of all, he will collect his team, and this team is his team belonging to his clan. Am I right? Without any exaggeration. Yes. So these types of discrimination, not only discrimination based on male and female, but so many other types of discriminations. Statistics shows in UK top 100 indexed companies. In 2000, the leadership roles assigned to the females were 5.8%. In 2017, they are 27.7%, means exponential growth has happened. At least in UK, when it comes to assigning the leadership roles to the female, we can see the progress is happening, which is very positive sign. Then, ladies and gentlemen, sexual and racial harassment. Interestingly, sexual and racial harassment is increasing. My observation is that it is increasing. So racial harassment, in Uzbekistan, fortunately, there is no racial harassment. But if you will go in certain part of the world, you will see that people discriminate. They harass you if you are white or black or yellow. Yes, so they will harass you. Sexual harassment as a female, it is very common in all the societies, and it is increasing. Ladies and gentlemen, marketologists, do you know about this campaign, Me Too campaign? Me Too campaign of 2017. Did you hear about this? So Me Too campaign was a very positive campaign. All the girls from all over the world, they started writing their stories about sexual harassment at workplace. So they will write their story and hashtag Me Too. So everyone will come and support them. And there were some stories of the females who were harassed at workplace 40 years ago. And now after 40 years, she is sharing her story with hashtag Me Too, and she is saying that this person, and now this boy, he is grandfather. He has, children and grandchildren, and now his children and grandchildren will also read his story that how our grandfather harassed this female. So I mean, very successful campaign because it empowered the female. Females will come on Facebook and write their story of sexual harassment with hashtag #MeToo. And also boys become very threatened, male become very threatened that just imagine after 40 years, your grandchild will read that my grandfather was sexually harassing someone. It is a big shame, yes, big shame. So it is a very successful campaign which happened. Equal opportunities and affirmative action. Ladies and gentlemen, affirmative action, Americans talk a lot about affirmative action. Affirmative action is that sometime by force you need to stop or start something. This year my company has no female employee. Next year, by force, I will hire more female to bring diversity. Yes. This year, no black person is hired by my company. Next year, I will hire more black people. Like Barack Obama. Barack Obama, people say that affirmative action of American people, that American needed one black person to be president. So as such, there was no need to have a black person, but it was affirmative action to support their agenda of liberal, progressive and democratic economy. They brought Barack Obama. Yes. My students, every year, my students, some of them, they apply to top schools like Ivy League schools or Harvard, MIT, Stanford, Duke. They ask for a recommendation letter. 1 year, Harvard, for example, is giving admission to students from Central Asia, and next year they don't take any student from Central Asia, because next year they are hiring students from Latin America or South America or Africa, because these universities also want diversity among their student pool. So they diversify their student pool. Student here in Central Asia, they apply and they say that, oh, something is wrong, my GPA was 4 out of 4 and I had extracurricular activities, but I couldn't get into Harvard. The reason is that this year Harvard is giving admission to some other region because they also want to diversify their student pool. They don't want to hire all the Uzbeks or all the Africans. Yes. So it is an example of affirmative action. Did you understand? Are different genders better at doing some jobs than the opposite gender? Yes or no?
Yes.
Što dalje?
Because they are different, they have different ideas, they combine all the different ideas and come up with a good solution, better solution.
Too much Uzbek style of answer, yes? Girls should sit at home. We people are also like this, very strict about it. Yes.
Women are more detail oriented.
Yes, I told about this.
Yes.
Women are more fragile, women are innocent, we should treat them with care. What?
Up a lot.
Yeah. Go and see the Novostroika by Chinese. You will see that their Chinese ladies, how they are carrying these stones or driving the tractor and bulldozer. No discrimination between male and female. Traditional understanding of our society is same, that in Pakistan when a baby borns, if it is a boy, so they say that, oh, unasra dil se engineer, unasra dil se jurist. By the time of birth, on the first day, they say that he is engineer or lawyer. And if it is a girl, so they say that it should be doctor or professor or something like this. By birth, they label role to this person. But we believe in statistica. We are scientific people. We believe in statistics. We don't believe in this. Yes, we think that everything can be done by anyone. Ladies and gentlemen, some traditional types of discrimination which we are trying to tackle by making local laws: race, color, sex, and religion. These are very common types of discrimination, and every country is trying to remove this type of discrimination. You can also talk about political opinion. If I give more example from Uzbekistan, you will hate me, yes or no? So in Uzbekistan, when you apply for a job, you fill the anketa in all the state departments, and on it is written what is your political party, which political party you support. Did you see this? Yes. My HR also asked me that what I should write. I said write there Liberal Democrat, and she said no, we cannot write this. I said then cross it. So political opinion, it can make a very big issue for certain people, and national extraction, social origin. Let's talk about Americans, for example. You apply for university or any job, go to them on LinkedIn and apply for any company. They have a full list of, where you belong, or your social affiliation and racial affiliation. You are Asian, which type of Asian? Indian Pakistani Asian or yellow Asian? You are Romano-Germanic, or you are Latino, Hispano, Roma people. You have to tell them, yes. Age, and it is a concept that if he's an old person, it means he's a very experienced person, yes. And if he's a young person, he knows nothing. Age is just an abstract, ladies and gentlemen. I see some of the students very talented, very young, very talented. I think that age is just an abstract idea. Experience is just an abstract idea. HIV and AIDS status. In Uzbekistan also they ask Supravka of which speed, yes, for the jobs. Now this person takitak going to die, and you are killing him by not giving him job, yes, so that he should die early. He is going to die, in any case he is going to die, and you are even discriminating him by not giving job just because he has weak speed. And just, I think that COVID-19 is more contagious than weak speed, because for HIV there should be a process and on the workplace there are very less chance that he will be, giving this virus to someone. So the modern understanding is that to ask this type of spravka or certificate is the violation, yes, violation of human rights, because if he has hepatitis, of course he is suffering, so just let him be. Or trade union membership or profsayuz, we have in Uzbekistan one type of profsayuz. If there is diversity, it can be problem. Sexual orientation, ladies and gentlemen, it is very sensitive topic in this part of the world, but in other countries they say that people coming from any sexual orientations should not be discriminated on the job, okay. My friend, yes, my friend will become president once again, okay, I am telling you in advance. Did you see the first debate between Biden and Trump? The first debate. You are marketing people, but you don't use Facebook, Twitter, nothing, no TV, don't know what's going on all around you. What kind of marketing you do, yes? From where you get your current affairs, yeah? Proshlam nadele. Yeah. So, Trump is very outspoken person, and in comparison to Biden, you will see that he is more shustri, yes, very clever, and he has money, of course, and of course Biden did not do anything exciting during this period, yes. So I think that he has chances to become president, and Americans are also fed up of Biden administration. Why I included? So Trump was very blunt about his statement related to females. He said so many things about females I cannot say in the lecture. About black people, yes, about Chinese, even he labeled COVID-19 as Chinese virus, yes. Mexican wall. He was very blunt about, yes. Point which I am trying to make, that on one side they are setting standards and preferences by introducing law, practices, policies, our human rights. On the other side, when it comes to the selection of leadership, they have their preferences which are very clear, yes. It is totally opposite to this. So this is for you what you were discussing. Engineering industry's confidence remains low. Number of female engineers are going up. More and more girls are getting engineering degree, but they are getting less jobs because they are girls. On the other side, the number of male engineer is comparatively coming down, but number of male engineers getting job is going up because people prefer to give job to the male engineer, okay. So this is one interesting phenomena from subjective perspective. A recent phenomena from UK, this person, Lord Leicester, member of parliament, you can say Ali Majlis, he sexually harassed an other member of parliament. So both of them, they are member of parliament. Now they wanted to put ban on him for 5 years until June 2022. but they call for a voting, and now the voting result is that 101% favored Lord Leicester. They said, okay, no problem, let him go. 78 people, they were against Lord Leicester, that we should ban him. So you can see even in the parliament they were supporting the sexual harassment of Lord Leicester by voting. Yes, so you can see the double standard. This is the British Petroleum BP, and BP British Petroleum is saying that we are looking for ladies. Where are ladies? Where are girls? And girls don't want to work in British Petroleum because they think that petroleum, natural resources, gas, it does not suit us. So British Petroleum says that we are working with the girls in schools and colleges and universities and motivating them to come and work for us, but they are not willing to work because they think that oil and gas industry is not suitable for us. And here you can see the statistics that less than one third of the female are employed. So girls, you have a chance. If you apply for British Petroleum, they will hire you because they are looking for female. What is happening in Namangan? Reverse discrimination, it is also like affirmative action. Managing diversity, how we will manage the diversity. Ladies and gentlemen, you can read all of these statistics. Once again, I would like to repeat this Davis report. Davis report, Sir Marvin Davis said that the companies in UK who will hire more female in the top leadership position, they will make more profit. So he did a prediction in his report. After 10 years, Alexander Hampton review empirically proved that Davis was right. He said that if the females are more in the top leadership position, company has more chances to be indexed in the top 100. So now we have statistical evidence that more females in the top leadership position, the gender diversity will bring more profit to the company. Ladies and gentlemen, employee privacy, and I will give you example again from Uzbekistan. When you apply for a job in Uzbekistan, for example in MDIS, when you apply for a job in MDIS, they ask you to sign a paper, and on the paper it is written that when I will leave the university, I will not share the company's secret with anyone, which means slides, course material, even though I am preparing myself, I will not share it. So you will not share the trade secret when you will go to some other company. On the other side, if someone calls to my employer and asks about me, he will never say good things about me because I will leave the job. Yes. And if I have already left the job, he will say bad things about me. So when it comes to the privacy, employee should take care of the privacy of the employer, but employer has no obligation of your privacy. So they will share your data randomly with everyone. This is about employer privacy and employee privacy and ethical issues I have highlighted. Health and drug testing. Let's take an example of America. On LinkedIn, if you will apply for an American job, there is a column you have to tick that I am willing to do a drug test. So drug test is that for applying to an American company, they will take your blood and they will check, do you drink alcohol or do you abuse the substance? Yes. So are you using some sort of narcotics? So they hire only clean people because they think that if you drink alcohol or if you are using some sort of substance, you will spread it in the company. So for that purpose, they do this drug test. It is ethical or not, it is up to you. Yes, it is up to you. What do you think? Electronic privacy and data protection. On and off, I talk about this. Everyone is now very happy that we don't need to use our card and we can just show our face to the facial recognition and they let us know. Yes, and my name comes there and I feel, oh, kakruta that yes, my name is coming. And actually we are training this algorithm, we are training their AI. And tomorrow everything will connect it to your facial recognition systems for your bank account, your border control, I don't know where else. The data which is being stored in the institution is much prone to the leakage. None of you has gone there and asked them that where this data is being stored, how it is being protected. No one asks because no one thinks that it is a matter of concern. After 10 years, algorithm will be sophisticated enough, someone will hack it enter to your bank, enter to your privacy, and it will be, catastrophe. Due process and layoff. Ladies and gentlemen, layoff means firing. Uzbek example. In Uzbek example, if someone wants to fire you from the job, they will call you, they will say, okay, don't come to the job. This type of things happens. With the teachers also happen. They call you and they say that don't come to the job tomorrow. The due process is that if there is a problem with the employee, you want to fire him, invite him, tell him what is the problem, give him a chance to explain, and if you are not satisfied, then give him a notice period, 15 days, 30 days, so that he can go and find a job. This is the due process. This is the due process. You cannot simply pick up the phone and call him and say that tomorrow don't come to the job. Yes. So if someone is doing this, it means that it is violating the labor rights. It is not following the due process, and it can be held liable, because law also say that you should follow the due process. Employees participation and association. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to participate in social kind of association, religious association, people do care. In 2018-19, when I was working in Westminster, students demanded a prayer house, prayer room. Do you have prayer room in MD? They demanded this prayer room, and then it was a big muamma, and then, religious association, social association, political association, they can really impact on the peace of the company. I think you understood what does it mean. But on the other side, in America and some other progressive economies, they appreciate that you should make association, you should make unions, and you should call for your rights. Yes. Working conditions, ladies and gentlemen. One thing which is not mentioned here, let me mention. A new phenomena is emerging which is called as zero-hour contract. Zero-hour contract. So what does it mean by zero-hour contract? Zero-hour contract means that I don't care how you do the work. I just care about the work. I don't want you to sit 9 to 5. This is your task and this is your deadline. Go and do this. You can do it at 3 a.m. in the morning, at the lunch time, at the sleeping time, whenever you want, you can do this. Give me this task complete before the deadline. This is zero-hour contract. All the big corporations, they are promoting this style of working conditions so that you can feel flexible. There is no strict timetable. You are working in zero-hour contract. Do the task before the deadline. Work-life balance, ladies and gentlemen, you know about this. Excessive working hours. In Uzbekistan, excessive working hours. So when you are working more than your routine work, you are doing overtime. Yes, overtime. And they give you money. They can give you money for Sunday, they can give you money for Saturday at night. And usually we are very happy that I have done overtime and now I will get extra money. Yes. Law says that the company should pay you double the amount of your routine wages. So if you are getting $10 for routine work and your company asks you to work extra time or on Sunday or on weekend or at night, they should pay you $20 instead of $10. Yes, because now you are not only working, you are also sacrificing your comfort, your family time, your health. And usually we are very happy that I am getting $10 extra and $10 extra. But the law say that you should be getting double salary for your overtime. Did anyone claim? No one claims. Yes, you should claim. You should tell them, because it is written in the law that if you are working excessive, you should be paid double the normal wages. Okay. Flexible working pattern, fair wages, freedom of conscience and freedom of speech, right to work. Right to work is that if you are working full time at one place, you have a right to work anywhere else as a part time. It is your right. Usually people don't like. Yes, they say that you should work here, but you can work anywhere in your free time. It is your right. Also, if you want to leave the job, you can leave the job. It is also your right. Natural and cultural and moral values, the race to the bottom. Let's connect both of them. The race to the bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, a new phenomena, not actually new phenomena, it is an old phenomena. In Uzbekistan, I have seen everyone talks about Mijdonorodny Oput. But in any case, Mijdonorodny Oput is not going to be successful. Yes, international experience is not helpful in any case. Yes. So multinational corporation, you cannot simply copy paste their code of ethic. I am going to give you a very discriminatory example. Americans, they don't care about old person. Yes, they don't care about old person. They don't care about female. Yes, they just care about work. But in Uzbekistan, we have уважение к возрасту. Yes, we have respect for elders. We have respect for females. Yes. So you cannot simply copy paste their code of ethic and you can say this company is very successful and on the name of Mijdonorodny Oput we should copy paste their code of ethic. No, you should look into your contextualized issue and then you should come up with your own style of controlling of the people or any sort of internal regulations. If you are following the trendy set of business ethics like international experience coming from Russia, coming from America, coming from European Union, it is raised to the bottom, which means you are not going up, you are going to the bottom. Did you understand this phenomena? Migrant laborers and illegal immigrants. Yes, I am a migrant laborer. Yes, I am a migrant laborer. Then we can talk about green jobs. Okay, let's talk a little bit about green job and then you are free to go. So what are the green jobs? Green jobs are environmental friendly jobs. So what is the version of green job which is being promoted? By looking into the example we can understand more. For example, carpooling. Carpooling means if you are coming from Mirabad Rayon, I am coming from Mirabad Rayon, you are coming from Mirabad Rayon, instead of coming in 3 different cars, let's come into one car. So let's make a poll, let's make a Telegram group and let's share the information, because this is how we will not be contributing towards the traffic. Also we will be saving money and of course less pollution. Okay, so this is carpooling. Paperless office, nowadays you can see the emails are there. At the end of the email it is written that if it is not deemed necessary, don't print it. Okay, so this is also paperless office. On the other side, it is psychology, it is Asian psychology. I don't know, sometime when I sit in the taxi and taxi driver sees that my payment option is through card, he will become aggressive, he will become angry, even though he accepted by himself, but he will say that, oh karta mojna paminya, yes, na lichke, yeah, because unless he will not feel the money in his hand, yes, heat of dollars, he does not feel psychologically satisfied. Yes, and you can see, and you can go and you can see any of these state departments, Yagana Darcha, so many old people are standing to open the kasa, when the kasa will open, and they will do the payment so that they can have a bumaga with the pichat, because they don't want to pay by click or pay me, they can pay, it is the same thing, but they feel more satisfied when they see the paper and pichat on stamp on this. So paperless office, it is very much promoted, but unfortunately it is not working in our part of the world. Video conferencing rather than business travel after the post-COVID era. In the post-COVID era, we have seen that there is no need to travel, buy a plane ticket and go to UK. The same thing can be done on Zoom. And home-based teleworking in academia also, we have 1 year of experience that instead of coming to the job, can I say something about MDIS? During the COVID-19 also they ask us to come and teach from here. They don't believe in us that we are giving lecture from the home. So home-based teleworking is that there is no need to come on the job. You can give lecture, you can teach, you can work from any part wherever you feel good. And this is the green job. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and I think that you are expert in labor rights and working rights, and if you don't want to read it from the book, at least look into these slides, because there are so many new things